Welcome to this online class. This special tutorial is made for our children, kids, who are about writing JAMB. Specifically, we discovered during the last mock exam, very many of the students did not know how to use the calculator in the interface of the JAMB systems. That is the systems used at the approved CBT centers for JAMB. This is the interface of the JAMB exam, just a typical example, though we are using a mobile device. The same thing is applicable on the system. So where you have, for example, English, which is compulsory, all students must have taken the English. So where you have mathematics to take, you can see where you have the key time here. Here is where you have the time allotted to each subject, or the total subject is showing that, oh, you have an hour 55 minutes, some seconds, and so the thing will be reading down the line. So if the total time for the first subject is 2 hours, and now that will be counting, and so you have your question. So now where you have beside the key, this is where you have the calculator. Now can you see exactly this is what it shows, your calculator. So this interface, if it comes in, now apparently what you see here is not a scientific calculator. So you are left alone with just simple 89 divided by 2, and that's what you want to find out. 5 divided by this will give you whatever answer, whatever this 1 times 2, that will be your answer. Clear? Delete. If you have 40 minus 8 gives you 32, and that's just so simple. You want to clear, or you want to delete, and that deletes. Clear. This is C. Then is delete. Now the basic one, the only ones you have here is if you want to find square root 3, and you now punch root, not the square root and 3, unlike some scientific calculator. So you press 3 square root, and that gives you. So now you are left to either know how to calculate those trigonometry, cos 60, sin 90, sin 180, sin 270, cos 90, cos 0. You must know those ones, those trigonometric ratio. Oh, sin 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0, this and that. What is root 3? What is 2 root 3? What is 1 over root 3? Tan 45, sin 45, and all those special angles. You must know them. Otherwise, there's no calculator for you to punch. But what is there? If you are done with the calculator now, you must know how to navigate. So now there's nowhere to clear this one. So what you do is just take your cursor out of this. So once you take your cursor out of the surface of the calculator is gone. So you are able to work on what you need to do. Now which of the following is in descending order? Now if you need calculator to do this, if you need calculator to do that, what you only need to do, go back to your calculator, which is the one very close to the time range. So you click on this. What clear this one? What is 4 divided by 5? You write it down, which will give you 6.8. You come to this one. What is 9 over 10? You come again, clear 9 divided by 10. That is 0.9. You clear that, and you come to this. What is 17 over 20? Suppose you need that 17 over 20. This is 0.85. You come up again 3 over 4, which is 0.75. So in descending order, that means 0.9 is the highest, followed by 17 over 20, followed by 4 over 5, and followed by 3 over 5, 4. Then you now look at for the answer. So that is here where you quickly need calculate. And time is fast spent going for you, so you have to work on other questions where you have this one. Evaluate this one times 0.03 divided by 18,000. Of course, you can put this in standard form for you to get it. Not everything you need to point calculator, but if you know the standard rate, you know whatever using this is convert to indices and other things, you'll be able to work on that. I'm not here to solve problems, mathematics, physics, and chemistry and things like that, but how you can use the calculator on the interface of the JAMB system. So once the exam is going on and you need to point calculator, you just come to this place again. Clear, and now punch whatever you need to do and begin to say, oh, I have 27,050, yes, 5 zeros times 0.03. That gives you something. Now divide by what? Divide by 18,000. You come back, divide by 18,000. So that gives you 4.5. If that gives you 4.5, so exactly 4.5. You have 4.5 times 10 is over 1. 4.5 times 10 is over 3. 4.5 times 10 is over 0. You knew the other time I said take it to standard form. So C is the answer. You just press this option. See. So just, but you are going to be using mouse, the mouse, not the mouse rat that is what you are told. So you click, you use the mouse, and or for centers that have laptops, but most centers will not use laptop except for advanced centers that have enough laptops to go around. But desktops are what they usually make available for use in your CBT center. So it means you have to be making use of the mouse or be using the scroll key. But that scroll key, if you are not conversant with the usage of the system, oh, that might be a problem. Just be using the mouse to drag. If 4.5 10 is over 3 is your answer, of course that's not the answer. C is the answer, because 4.5 is the answer, which is times 10 is over 0. Times 10 is over 0 is 1. 1 times 4.5. That gives you the answer. So you go on and on. Prime factor of this, check the prime factor, pick the answer. If A is the answer, you click on A and you go on this way. If this one is equal to this, where all these ones you don't need calculator to find. Where you need calculator, all these are indices problem. What is the difference between this one correct to this significant figure and this one correct to this? So you have all those ones, and the interface where you need to use calculator, you will be able to work around and see such what you need on that. So where you have calculator, then you just pick up this one and click on this, and then you have that. So you are not using scientific calculator. Know the standard rules, and the questions that are going to be given to you, they are just practical questions that, oh, when you look at it, it might be that you have to just apply necessary formula to get simple problems, and you work the time and be very, very fast. I've decided to do this in English language so that everybody will benefit, rather using Yoruba mathematics class to teach this. Not everybody understands Yoruba, and for all students taking JAMB to be able to enjoy and get something out of this tutorial, that's why we just come online to use the Yoruba mathematics class platform, of course, which we use together with AI and texting to let students know how best to use the calculator on the interface. So just click out, and then you continue with your question. Don't be afraid. And of course, where there are problems, just signify in the hall and ask for attendant to say, okay, oh, your something has switched off. Definitely, you are not going to be allowed to start booting the system until the system comes up. Ordinarily, all the systems will be ready for use, and they would have been on. So what you do, they log in with necessary credentials of yours and start the work. And where there are problems, don't panic. Just raise your hand, ask for one or two of the attendants who will be there. Just say, oh, there's a problem here. Not that they are going to be helping you to solve problems. Oh, your mouse is not working. This one is not. The keyboard is not working. Whatever. So they will just help you. And this is essentially how to solve to use calculator on the JAMB screen or exam system for you to solve anything that requires you to use calculator. Wish all of you success in your forthcoming examination and in any examination you're writing in JAMB. Good luck. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more of this type of tutorials. Thank you.